You're going to have people in your group, like I said, give them responsibilities, give them ideas. Let their ideas shine sometimes. You don't want to always feel like they've been pushed back, their ideas are not important. Community alignment. When you get out there and get your organization together, get those collaborations with your partners and everything, then you're going to be aligning with what the community wants to do. Find out what your community wants. Find out what the community problems are. Grant partnerships, that goes hand in hand with the networking and the community meetings and everything. May run across somebody, like I said, that has some funding opportunities there, that had access to them, or know where you can get some funding from. All of this works together and you have the improved outcomes because you're collaborating with the individuals, the partners out there in the communities, people that have the influence. Benefits for the individual members. Leadership development. Like I said, give them something to do, make them feel important, give them a leadership role, put them over a project and let them accomplish that. Once you put them over a project, it's going to build their skills. Maybe something they've never done before. Once they get doing that, whatever that project was or something, they develop that skill and they can improve that skill. Professional network, connecting with the change makers. Like I said, the government officials, the bankers, credit unions, anybody that has any kind of influence in the community that have a big voice, you want to always align with them. The personal fulfillment, finding your meaning through the community service. Once you get out there and start doing projects, you feel like that you've accomplished the mission, they give you personal fulfillment, knowing that, hey, I spearheaded this, we got this job done, the community is a better place because of it. And the recognition that goes with personal fulfillment. You want to get recognized in the community. That community say, hey, Bridging the Gap came out here, they did a community cleanup, they got it done. You're going to get that recognition. Sustaining engagement. You go back to the meeting for roles, assigning roles to each member. If you have a lot, then you probably couldn't assign everything, but you want to give them a meaningful role. Hey, Ms. Denise, I want to go out and talk to the counselors at the school, see if you can get some kids together or see what the problem is with the kids. You want to have clear communication once you give them that role. You want to talk to specifics. Don't just say, hey, go out and talk to a lot of people, see what you can get. You want to make it specific, like talk to school counselors, teachers, after school program. You want to give them a clear communication on leadership pathways, which offers growth opportunities. Once you give them that role, they accomplish that goal, then that leadership pathway is going to open up for them to do something else. They're going to feel accomplished with that, then they're going to have a chance to prove otherwise. Inclusive culture. This is very important because it includes the people that's in your coalition, which you always want to say, if you're in that leadership role, hey, Ms. Brenda, I got this project going. Don't you want to come help me with this? I think you got some great ideas. You're going to include that person in that make them feel responsible, make them feel productive, make them feel like you want them in the group. Adapt and evolve. You want to get together when you get your project together, see what it is, get feedback from everybody, let them know that you appreciate their ideas, appreciate their efforts and everything, and see where you went wrong, see what you could have did better. You always want to celebrate your wins. Your goal might have been to raise $500 for back to school supplies or whatever. You only raised $250. You still want to celebrate that win because you did do something. And as my grandmother used to tell me, if you get something, it's more than what you had before. So you always want to celebrate whatever win you have. Maybe a small one. You may have exceeded that goal. Your goal was 500, you got 750. You always want to celebrate the win, whether it's big or small. Together we rise. You always want to tell them, hey, do more together than separate. Join us, become a coalition partner. We can do these things. We can get it done. Contribute. Share your expertise and your resources. When you become a member, Voice your ideas. Let them know that you have ideas that coincide with that, but it may be a different set of eyes looking at it. And you want to lead, step into the leadership role. If you have an idea, you're in a coalition, say, hey, I think we need to do this, and y'all want me to take this responsibility on. Step into that leadership role. And then let's connect. It kind of doesn't look like me, but has my information on there, and email address on there. And that's a way to contact me about this presentation. If you have anything, community going on, that's a way to contact. Any questions? Great job. Thank you, guys. All right, thank you, guys.
Coalition. To continue to make. Yeah. Oh, right.
You're cooking out there. Hidden in plain sight. Okay. Yeah, the hidden in plain sight is a component that we have. I see here, thanks for seeing here, probably we set up a locked teenager's bedroom. Items that can be hiding places, drugs, and alcohol. I might do that presentation better than see it that needs it. It's very informational presentation. I think everybody see it. Great to get to do. It has a whole lot of items that you wouldn't believe. You might be looking at the whole time that you're a teenager. And kind of opens the whole presentation. Jaws dropping on the floor. Maybe looking at it, somebody might walk past you. You just thinking, just throw it off as like a Coke can or something. May have some alcohol. But if you want me to do the presentation, let me know afterwards. But put you down and do the presentation. It's an adults only thing. And children there under 21 or whatever. It's adults only. Let me know if you need me.
Right. That is unfortunately not here because and illness. But will let Mr. Right speak to you guys going on the debate.
All right, well, thank y'all very much. Let's give them a hand for this. A little over a year ago, these folks started with us. And at one time it was just plain farmer, static, here and family, Reggie, We have School, we have Shadia, and then we have this Meadow, Will. So we have the and our initiative for 2026, 2027 is well, through other one of the things we see by does fatherhood training initiatives for one, two, five, five, one, two, that's Arkansas. Our goal is how much that grandfather, you put in father, you get it's a wide, very simple. Most young are from justices, school, are using some type of substance research that their issue with them not being connected to a father who are developed and wants not only ladies, not only all that, we're working with the Greater Mass Splill on some issues as relates to motherhood. So we're working on training mothers. And it would be great if parents, those who are parents here, it would be great if you see like a little book, a how to, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning. This baby's crying and you're trying to figure out what and you call your mama, mama say, well, hey, just rock the baby. But just imagine how these young people having children. And that's working with the one that is developed officers. We're also going to do mental health first aid. Have that training that's going to take place here in Texas, Arkansas, in Texas. The goal is to work with individuals like ourselves who can first recognize there's somebody who's having mental health is episodes from mental health happen. I was a national Catholic person on stage. Most folks who didn't know it, the guy had an episode on stage. The guy was, you know, powerful person. They had an episode there while they were speaking. And most folks in health actually picked up on him, but he had an issue there on stage. So mental health. And typically not various different communities talk about mental health for people to say, oh, they're just crazy. Well, there's their chemical imbalance. It could be they sleep deprived. It's one of the issues. It could be something that has happened, with them. Wow, child is acting. For instance, that's what we figured out. Child wants to come to school, fight school. That means something is happening. And so we're going to work through that. We're out from a mental health standpoint. The drug-free community grant application, we're going to apply this Friday for 99% of that particular application. And this group will actually serve as the governing body of the particular grant as well. So there are other people that are involved for the drug-free grant. That's about certain strategies to deal with young people with alcohol, young people with marijuana. We're growing up, and I say we're growing up on 60 now, smoke this stuff they smoking there. You don't know what you don't know what's in it. So we want to have to be able to talk about it, have some real conversation. Part of that is what the administration and the school system through the DFC grant is also, just imagine a kid come together Let's say they're vaping in the bathroom, they say we're going to expel the child. Well, what do you think that child going to do all that? Keep smoking weed. Am I right? So can we put some programs in the school system to teach this child what the issues are as it relates to vaping and smoking? So the DFC grant working through that as well. CACA, Luce and I have gone to a CACA this year, also have summer CACA Institute as well. Barbara's the one who know. I'm like, but this year I was excited to be there. There's some discussions that we're having on national substance misuse, and it is a spiritual issue. There are people who want to get off of drugs, but there's some demon that's holding. And so we have to deal with the whole person, the mind, the body, so have to deal with spiritual, the entire person, because so we have to deal with the whole person. And so I was excited to hear that. And in the future, the grant funding that's coming down, focus on faith-based organization to really help individuals move that particular process as well. We're going to, during the summer, we're going to take staff and also some young people to Orlando, Florida. We've done this before. We're taking those young people all engaged in what we're doing. We'll take them to the next level. Also, training our team. Jake White and his team, bring him in. And this guy, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, take those children through a leadership training here in our area, because we know if children get the information, they can learn how to make better. Whether we like it or not, they're 100% of our. They're going to be leading us somewhere, some group somewhere, our community have to engage in that particular point as well. Social media, something use of something intertwined. People can remember watching TV show, so box and right answer. So they don't do that. They order things, it drops it off, it drops it off. All right, some people where the drug dealer, you pick it up out, put it in the box, just like they do it kids. Old UPS box or post office box. You take it in your car, just trying to get extra money. You know, you got drugs. You pick it up, you drop it off, and so happens. And guess what? You do it 4 or 5 times. Police are watching Joe, and guess what? You get pulled over. And next thing you know, you got a kilo of drugs in your car. You know, just trying to make some extra money. And that's what's happening. And we're going to talk about that, Bruce mentioned in March. That's going to be part of this conversation about social media, impact of social. You know, there are young people on social media. And, you know, at our age, that's what it was. But there's new terminology that's out there. They have these spaces on Snapchat or this where they're taking bets on who the person is. Will they cut themselves? Will they kill themselves? Kill the dog. And they're telling the child, guess what? If you kill the dog, I'll give you some points for that. That's what we're dealing with right now. And so we're going to bring those individuals from the FBI, DEA, all the officers, and let us understand. Simply dealing with a different monster. And this monster don't have legs, don't have hands. This monster is on the internet. And it's lurking in our house. How many of us have grandkids and they play video? And you see them playing video, and then they talking to somebody on the video. You don't know who they're talking to. They're literally talking to somebody who's doing a drug deal on that video game. And then next thing you know, they bring the drugs to our house, and we're trying to figure out why the police got it out. And we don't even know why. Our kid was involved. So what I'm saying, we're going to bring that so we can understand that. Talked about the community garden, as you can see. You see a community garden up there. I know y'all not used to it being that particular way, but those towers, you saw those towers when we first started, it was just little seeds. And from those seeds, that's what we've grown so far. And the goal is let's teach our young people. When I was the CEO of the housing authority, I asked a question of some young people sitting down. I was talking to them. I said, "So what comes next?" They like going. They don't know anything. Most of us who are of age, we know, hey, with corn, we know corn. But I want you to think about that. That sounds still off, but our young people, and that's what our objective is, them in that direction. Also, had some discussions over the weekend, get some planning certification, so we can do some group calls. And one of my ideas were, young girls, 15 and young boys between 15. You gotta know young folks who didn't know it's not a felon. Guess what they go back and he didn't tell, but they go back home. There have been police officers who arrested a child 3-4 times in one night. So you see what I'm the same child. And what I'm saying is you gotta have somewhere where a person, it may just be 25 person to cool off. And so our goal is to work on the housing that and also with adults and also with adult as well. Because we do not know, say when you're in the justice system, they serve their probation, so setting, like Arkansas, there's no, the closest place is right about an hour. So guess what? If they find a place to roll out to, the family say, no, they move back to us. So the next thing they have to go to New York. They don't know about it. Their support system is not here. So that's part of what we're planning in the future as well. And then this thing about AI. Full disclosure, I serve on a global. I know some stuff. I can tell you that the majority of you got 18 months or so to receive an update. The update is included an update that turned on AI. When you go in to take down your settings like your volume, if you look, it could be 3, 4, 5 in the middle. There's like a little circle, and it's connected to 8. If you do not turn it off, it stays on. It is on your phone right now. Also, my brother-in-law this weekend, let me tell you, I talked to my brother-in-law this weekend. Hey, I listened to your conversation. He's a truck driver. He said, man, I'm sick of this ass. He said, I'm in my truck. He said, if I nod, he said, wake up. I said, hey, I looked at this phone and said, you see this right? It's been listening to your conversation for the last 2 years, 18 months, 15 months. It's on your phone right now. But let me down first so I can see what you're saying about it. Yeah. But this global serve on intention is very simple intention. Our intention is to put some guardrails right. It's not going to it's here. People are actively using it, chat, BTG, Gemini. Here's the thing, the chat GPT, it has no boundaries. ChatGPT, have you ever doing some research on ChatGPT and asked something? And it pulled that answer from like this doesn't make no sense. It's called hallucination. And what happens is it goes and puts some get stuff together and just creates something. And so in order to fix that, since we're AI here, what we have to do is say to AI, do not make up anything. Our only factual information that can be put. And from that, you tell it that's what you want it to do, and it'll stay in those boundaries. But if you don't put those boundaries, it'll create some stuff on its own. Even to the point now where it's AI that talks to AI. That this is scary. AI that talks to AI. AI gets mad at one of the owners and it goes in. It's mad. AI puts the person's social security number, their personal information into the dark web. AI is here to stay. Whether we win it, you call the phone company. First person you're going to get is not going to. And so what I'm saying to you is the reason we created that task force is that we want you to own the content that you put on social. At this point right now, the only place in this world you own digital happens to be Jamaica. And we have an office in Jamaica, staff we have additional places in Jamaica to one, get the entire Caribbean first in that entire area where you own who you are. And then we're going to move to some of the other. Inflation a while ago, and it was shot down. The people have a lot of, and they have guess what? They Facebook, Facebook, right? That's where it's happening. That's the newspaper. The people who own Facebook can control your message. So you see, that's the mess. That's what you're fighting. So I just want to encourage you. We're here to support you. You'll hear more about that during conference every 17th, 18th of March. Very simple. We get it out. All of us. I don't care how young you are now. No, because this thing that we find that's causing people to become addicted to every substance, causing people to have issues. It is, we're on the road, building the track as we're on. So I'm here to help you. The staff is here to help you as well. But with the DFC grant sending in this week, it's your help to make this work in hockey. It's all about us. Hockey. It happens to be just for Miller County, zip code 71894. That's where we and then hope she will be playing 7. We're applying for a grant on the Texas side with Blue Cross, Blue Shield. I think it's just Blue Cross now. We're applying for 2 grants over there for mental health on the side. On the Arkansas side, Texas side as well. Because if not, you have a problem fixed here. People walk over across the street. Thank you for your time. I'll turn it back over to you fast. Today, and just encourage you to play football very much. It's going on.
putting all that.